Hey, Tony Muse, I'm back. We've almost landed this plane. We've been going through our power box, finding our push, how we can become the best skater that we can be. And this is the final lesson in what we're calling the progression of learning our mechanics and where our body wants to push for us. Again, we're focusing on allowing the core part of your body to be that which forces the lever to give you any sort of speed or power or balance. So I want to reiterate as we're landing this thing, that you should always wear a helmet when you're skating. Actually, all protective gear, especially as you get better and faster and the risk becomes higher, the more important it is for you to stay safe while you're doing it, because if fear gets in the way of you learning things, that's not a good thing. And if you have to take time off because you've gotten injured, that's not a good thing. So wear a helmet, wear protective gear, and remember that we're doing these as we get better and better, and we're learning more and more about skating. This next one is going to be very difficult. Not difficult because it requires a certain skill level, but difficult because there is a timing aspect of it that you're going to have to pay attention to. So we're still turning corners, right? We're still working on what it's like with the power box now that it's moved, right? Because before we're right over the top of it, it's always here. Maybe it's a little bit bigger because I sit a little lower. But in this instance, we've turned, we're leaning. So now that power box moves a little bit with us, right? So now we're going to take what is our right foot, and we're, instead of just pushing it out as we worked on in our first corner lesson, this time we're literally going to take that foot, bring it all the way over, and then uncross it and push it out. Now, why do we do that? Well, you're going to feel this little spot right here in this outer hip that if you sit on it just right, when this foot right here, you see how it's leaning in, but in a moment, it's going to be pushing out. And if at that moment, you can put pressure on this outer hip, you're going to feel a fantastic amount of force propelling you forward. But if you miss it, then this is your warning from me, these skates do risk catching each other and you will go down. Trust me, I've went down so many times practicing this skill. It's a skill that needs to be had, but it does take some attention. If you put your mind to sleep when you're doing it, there might be problems. I'm going to show you what it looks like so you can see for yourself what you need to do. So again, we're in our corner. I'm going to bring my foot over. I'm going to uncross it and push. Bring it here, uncross it and push. Here, uncross and push. We're going to cross that foot over and then push it out. Cross it over, push it out. Find the timing that we're loading up on that hip. Try and sit back on it and drive through that back wheel. Here, drive through that back wheel. Drive through that back wheel. So it's at this moment right here when it comes untucked that I'm driving from that hip. Here, there. So as we work on this push, and as I've mentioned earlier, try and stay static. You don't want to bounce when you do this. Also, you want to make sure your hip is in, you've got good leaning technique to the inside, and you're going to feel that pressure driving from your outside hip. Also, if you noticed, my wheels never left the ground. All my wheels stayed on the ground through the entire exercise. It's all mechanics that's getting me to go from one place to the next. In all of these exercises, remember, you're feeling your body. You're the only one who knows what's going on in there. You're the only one who knows what that feeling is. You have to find your push. And I'm certain that these are gonna help you get there. I've taken you through my progressions, through what I need to do every time I skate to make sure that I found my push, my body mechanics are right. And what's crazy about it is, this is how I can adjust my skates the right way, my plates the right way. I know that my wheels are correct because through these progressions, I'm understanding my body. I'm Tony Muse. Thank you for hanging out with me through this group of videos. This is just one set in finding your push. Thank you, Roller Planet, for having me. Thank you, Roller Planet, for allowing us to watch this video. Look for more of these videos coming your direction. Maybe we're gonna learn some technical things. Maybe we're gonna learn some strategic things, but stay tuned because we got lots more happening.